Breaking news! Donald Trump's $2,400 Social Security boost has Americans talking. And what's even more shocking, Bernie Sanders, a longtime advocate for the working class, is praising Trump's move. Yes, you heard that right. Two political heavyweights from opposite sides might actually be teaming up to transform Social Security. This partnership could mean a financial revolution for millions of Americans on Social Security, SSI, and SSDI. But how did we get here? And what's really driving this unexpected alliance? In today's video, we'll reveal the surprising details behind this proposed boost, explain how it could work, and uncover the hidden political strategies at play. If you've ever wondered how Social Security can be reimagined to truly benefit everyday Americans, or what happens when political rivals unite, you'll want to stay till the end. Welcome to Financial Area, your trusted source for financial updates and insights. If you find value in this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates on Social Security and beyond. Let's dive into the details. Here's a sobering reality that few are talking about. Over half of elderly Americans live on $30,000 a year or less. Think about what that means. Barely enough to cover rising costs of housing, food, and healthcare, let alone emergencies or retirement dreams. Now, imagine what an additional $2,400 a year could do. That's $200 a month, enough to ease the burden of bills, afford necessary medications, or even provide some breathing room for everyday expenses. For many, it could mean the difference between constant stress and a semblance of financial stability. But here's the catch. Social Security beneficiaries aren't just struggling with low payments. They're battling against an outdated system. Cost of living adjustments, COLA, often fall short of reflecting real inflation, and payments have remained stagnant compared to the rising costs of basic needs. And it's not just about the numbers. The ripple effects are alarming. Elderly Americans cutting back on groceries, skipping medical appointments, or even delaying much-needed treatments. All of this raises a critical question. Why hasn't Social Security kept pace with the reality millions face today? If there's one politician who's been unwavering in his fight for Social Security, it's Bernie Sanders. For years, Sanders has championed the idea of increasing benefits to ensure retirees can live with dignity. His proposal? A $200 monthly boost, adding up to an extra $2,400 a year for every Social Security recipient. Sanders has argued that this isn't just an idea. It's a necessity in a country where so many seniors are struggling to make ends meet. But what's driving his passion? Sanders has been vocal about the hypocrisy in Washington. In his own words, if Congress can bail out the crooks on Wall Street, don't tell me they can't secure a dignified retirement for working Americans. This statement isn't just rhetoric. It's a pointed criticism of how funds are prioritized. And then there's his stance on fair taxation. Sanders firmly believes that the wealthiest Americans and large corporations should pay their fair share. He argues that redirecting those funds away from tax loopholes and corporate bailouts could easily support initiatives like his Social Security proposal. It's a vision rooted in fairness, one that directly challenges a system many feel has left everyday Americans behind. But could this vision find common ground with an unexpected ally? Now, here's where things get interesting. Donald Trump, who's often known for his bold and controversial moves, has taken a surprising stance on Social Security. He's expressed a clear intent to enhance financial security for elderly Americans, signaling support for significant changes that could transform the system. What's even more unexpected? Bernie Sanders, a vocal critic of Trump in the past, has publicly praised his ideas on this front. Sanders has even said he's willing to work with Trump to make these changes happen. It's a rare moment of bipartisan agreement that could have enormous implications for millions of Americans. At the heart of this partnership is a shared goal: ensuring financial stability for the working class. Both Trump and Sanders recognize the struggles that retirees face and the urgency of addressing those challenges. While their methods and ideologies may differ, their alignment on this issue has sparked hope for meaningful reform. This potential collaboration raises big questions. Could these two political opposites truly work together to reshape Social Security? And if so, what could it mean for the future of retirement in America? If these proposals move forward, the changes could be groundbreaking. The $2,400 annual increase for Social Security recipients is at the center of this vision. This boost would translate to an additional $200 per month for those who rely on these payments, a change that could ease financial pressures for millions of seniors. But how would this be funded? Bernie Sanders has a bold solution, lifting the income cap for Social Security taxes. Currently, income above a certain threshold isn't taxed for Social Security. Sanders argues that by taxing higher earnings, the program could be expanded without burdening everyday workers. And there's more to this potential collaboration. Both Sanders and Trump have taken aim at financial practices that hurt working Americans. One such measure is capping credit card interest rates at 10%. Trump, during his campaign, pledged to address the issue, stating, "We can't let big banks charge 25% or more on interest while families are struggling to get by." Together, these ideas form a vision for not just strengthening Social Security, but also tackling broader financial challenges. But what's next for these proposals, and how might they shape the lives of everyday Americans? Of course, proposals like these don't come without questions. One of the biggest concerns raised is about funding. Critics argue that such a significant boost to Social Security benefits would strain an already challenged system. But here's the counterpoint. The resources are there. Bernie Sanders has pointed out that if Congress can find trillions for Wall Street bailouts or foreign wars, then surely there's enough to secure the futures of retirees. He's been vocal about the need to redirect funds away from what he calls unnecessary expenditures and focus on the needs of working Americans instead. This isn't just a partisan issue either. Polls show that boosting Social Security has wide bipartisan support among everyday Americans. Both Republicans and Democrats agree that the system needs to be strengthened, especially with so many seniors struggling to make ends meet. The question isn't whether it's possible, it's whether the political will exists to make it happen. Think about this for a moment. How often do we see politicians from opposing sides of the aisle agree on anything, let alone work together? That's what makes this potential partnership between Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders so extraordinary. Their ideologies couldn't be more different, yet they're finding common ground on one crucial issue: helping the American people. Both leaders recognize the struggles faced by Social Security recipients and are aligning their efforts to address them. This isn't just about policy. It could mark a significant shift in how politics operates. Instead of endless gridlock and division, this collaboration could show that when leaders put aside their differences, real change is possible. It's a reminder that the focus doesn't always have to be on party lines. It can be on the people they're meant to serve. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this potential partnership between Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders? Do you believe that a $2,400 boost to Social Security would change your life? How important is it that Congress prioritizes reforms to support Social Security recipients? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And stay tuned, because there's more to come. If Trump is reelected, there's a lot more on his plate when it comes to Social Security, and you won't want to miss the details. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for watching!